So, truck, plane, robot. A triple threat, huh? But can he sing, dance, and act?
Hey, what's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Unique Toys Provider. So here we are, and there he is. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right here, you have a picture of Provider. Nice piece of artwork there. There he is in jet mode on the top. Same piece of artwork. On the side, you have a picture of jet mode. On the other side, you have a picture of truck mode. On the bottom, you just have some warnings. Yes, some of that. On the back of the box, that's upside down. On the back of the box, you have your obligatory product shots, this, that, the other, all that cool stuff. And that's basically it for the packaging. And of course, you do get the obligatory third-party collector's card. There with that same piece of artwork. Right there, Unique Toys. Fuel supply provider. On the back, you got tech specs, if that interests you. Yay! Cards. Woo! So there you have that. So, moving right along, here we have Unique Toys Provider, which is their take on a masterpiece Octane, the triple changer. And overall, a good figure. I will say right off the bat, I'm not crazy about the truck mode. The truck mode is just, it's alright. It just, I don't know. It looks weird to me. I don't know exactly what it is. It just looks weird to me. It has he has it's a nipple. It's a nipple on the back of it. That's awkward. It's really awkward that it has a nipple. You know, it's even more awkward that I keep caressing it with my thumb. Anyway, it looks weird to me. That's all I'm saying, is that the truck mode just looks odd. It just looks off. I don't know. It's definitely my least favorite of the modes. But we'll get in close here so you can see some of the details. Nice chromed grille, nicely molded. You do get some transparent purple plastic there for the headlights. A lot of nice chrome on it. I digs the chrome. I like the shade of purple they use. It's a nice dark shade. You got some chrome up here. Nice kind of smoky transparent plastic there for the windshields. And moving along, I mean, you do get a lot of nice molded details here. Obviously, there's a lot of panel lines going on here because, duh, he has 3 modes. So, of course, it's going to have panel lines because it actually has to do stuff. You also get some little red striping down here. You get some little purple here. That's what's going to be the cockpit for jet mode. Nice chromed rims right there. You do get some little silver paint apps here and there. You get some stripes here. A little bit of paint right up front. On the back, you do get some nice paint apps here. You get some transparent purple here for the taillights. And yeah, underneath, you can't really see any robot. The only piece you can see is just the chest plate there, but no like real visible arms or legs going on there, which is cool. So yeah, that. Of course, you have the landing gear right here for jet mode, which there's nothing you can really do to hide it. You can kind of, that doesn't really look much better. They're just there. They do just peg on, so if you hate them that much, you can just take them off altogether if you really want to. If that helps you at all, it's an option. So you can do that. But yeah, overall though, truck mode I'm not crazy about. It does roll very well. It squeaks a little bit. A little squeaky. A little squeaky. He does have rubber tires, which is nice, and at this point now, I don't know if this is a good or a bad thing. Because anything that's billed as a masterpiece toy, if it has plastic tires, people use that as a knock against it, and if it doesn't have plastic tires, if it has rubber tires, people are like, oh, those tires are going to be cracked by next week. So I don't know if rubber tires are a good or bad thing anymore. I don't know. I don't know what to believe. I don't know what to believe anymore. I don't know what's real. I don't know what's real anymore. But anyway, he has rubber tires, which is nice. I think it's a nice thing for them to have rubber tires. It's not a necessity, but it's nice when it happens. So there you go. Now, of course, he does include his weapon right here. He has his little gun done in a blue plastic with some silver detailings. And it's nicely done. The silver paint did kind of bleed over in some spots. You can kind of see right there. The silver kind of bled over a little bit. So it's not, not the most crisp paint job, but it is what it is. And you can store it in the vehicle mode. There's a little slot right up there. You can just take it, plug it on. There's not enough room to actually plug it on the other way. It kind of gets in, I mean, that kind of works. It's kind of, sitting over the cab. So I guess that could work too, but if you want it sitting a little more flush, then that's the way to go. So there you have that. So I will just leave that on there for now. There you go. So let's get down to some comparisons here. So we'll do some masterpiece comparisons. So here he is with MP10, and we'll also bring in Lambor here, just so we can kind of knock out two birds with one stone. So that's how he scales with MP10 and Lambor. Right there, missed a side swipe. Now for comparing truck modes here, I mean, I would think this cab section should at least be as big as this cab section. As you can see, it's definitely not. So, yeah. But again, scale-wise, in vehicle mode, it's always going to be a little off. It just depends on what it is and what it's going for, really. What else are we going to do? Let's do some Combiner Wars. So there it is with Voyager Prime. Here it is with Deluxe Cyanide. And you can see how he scales with those guys right there. You can see that actually works. That actually works better for me. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but for some reason I feel like this actually scales a lot better in my eyes, anyway. So yeah, maybe this will work a lot better with those figures, at least in vehicle mode. What else have we got? We got Leader Magnus right there, and we'll bring in Leader Megs again, just so you can get an idea here of how everything scales. So there you have that, and there you have that. Here he is with Sandstorm, because they were buddies in an episode of G1 there, so there you go. Buddies. Everybody's reunited. So there you have that. And we'll bring in Sugar. You can see how he scales with another third-party triple changer. I can see they're actually the same length. Right there, which is nice. Now, Sugar does have die-cast in him, so he does have a bit of heft to him. He doesn't have any die-cast in him. I mean, he still has a little bit of heft to him, but there is no actual die-cast in him. So that's something to note. But yeah, like I said, truck mode, I'm not the biggest fan of truck mode. It just looks, I don't know, it looks weird to me. But the next mode looks really, really cool. So we will get down to transformation and get him into his next mode. So I always forget where to start. There's a lot to do with this guy. But okay, we're going to start with the back and work our way to the front. So you want to take this back section here, untab it. You'll see it's on a hinge and a ball joint. So you have room to move things around. So you just want to straighten that out and have that sit flush. Like that. So that's the way you want it. And you're going to take these panels right here. You want to untab them. Bring it down, and there's a little tab in there that'll go into a slot. So you just want to take this little section here and just push it in. Whoops. Don't do that. Push it in. Like that. And there you got that done. Same thing over here. Bring that down. Push that in, like that. And then once you have that done, you're going to, well, you want to raise this chest plate up right there. That'll free things up. And you want to bring these pieces out, and you see these two engines here pegged together. So you just want to take these and bring them down like that. Let me raise the camera a little bit so I have some room to operate. There we go. So you want to take this section right here and just close that up like that. And then you want to rotate them inward. So this will line up right here. They do have a stopper. They can't go past this point. So let's rotate them so they sit there in the natural position. So then close that up and then rotate it. Oops, rotate it inward. Rotate the whole thing inward. Stay. There you go. Rotate that inward, and then you got that done. So now we're going to move on to the front of the truck. So you're going to take these wheels right here. You're going to rotate them in like that. So you have clearance. You're going to take the wheel well right here. And you're going to swing this around and up like that. Do the same thing here. Swing that around and up. You're going to take this whole front grille section here and you're going to pull it down. You see this tabs in right in there. So you're going to pull that down. You're going to take these side sections right here and bring them out to the side for clearance. And then you're just going to bring this assembly up. And you'll see there's a hinge right here. And I think the only reason for this hinge is just for this step in the transformation. So you got to take this, and now you're going to split it. And then bring it out. I don't know how well you'll be able to see this because there's got wings everywhere. Just want to move the landing gear out of the way. You want to rotate it as well. So what's going to happen here is that tab is going to tab in there. And then you also have tabs here, here, and here. And they will tab into slots right here, and right here. So one thing you also want to do is you want to take this wheel now and you want to rotate it like that. So now this piece right here can sit flat. And then you just start pegging everything together. Again, I don't know how well you can see this because I got this other wing. Actually, let me do that. There we go. Ah! See, I can use my brain sometimes. There we go. So you tab that together and then you push all this together. Right there, and I think we got it all nice and tabbed in, and there you go. There you got a wing all done. Second first, same as the first. So just bring that around, bring that landing gear up and rotate it. Do the same thing here, just, oops. Oh, you want to rotate that wheel so that sits flat. Tab that in. Come on, man. Come on, man. For some reason, this one wing doesn't like to cooperate. There we go. Tab that in. Tab that all in. And you want to make sure that this wheel sits flush against that other wheel right there. It's proper orientation. I think we got everything snapped together, and there we go. So there we got the wings all done. So now we will move on to the back here. So you want to split this whole cab section. Actually, before you do that, you want to take these panels, flip them out. Flip them out. You want to take this section right here and unclip this right here. Now, right out of the box, this section was like stupid tight to pull apart. You can see how it works. It just kind of like, you can see our little hook tabs and they just kind of hook into each other. That was stupid tight to pull apart right out of the box, but thankfully through a couple transformations they have loosened up, so that makes me happy. So out of the box, you might actually have some problems undoing that, but it actually does get easier over time. Just something to note there. But anyway, once you have all this done right here, now you're going to take this section right here, you're going to open it up, and you're going to swing this down, and you're going to swing this whole section out like that. Now, this bit right here, you're going to rotate it up. It's on a hinge right here, and this piece is on a hinge, so you want to take this and just extend it out like that. And that's the way you want it. And once you've done that, then you just collapse this back up the way it was. Close that back up. And tab it all back into place. Tab it all back into place. There we go. Right there. And then, actually, I didn't want to do that yet. I messed up. See, there is a specific order to things. And even though I've been practicing all weekend with this toy, I still forget how to do it. You want to rotate out to the thigh swivel right here before you collapse all this back up. And then close it back up. And then tab that back together. And now I don't look like a moron. Too late. So once you've done that, you want to take this section right here, bring it down halfway, pull this little chrome bit out, rotate it 180, bring it all the way down, and then bring this panel the rest of the way down, and then swing all this in, and that will just hook in right on this, right there, lock that in place. So you have that done. Second verse, same as the first. Hopefully we will not mess it up this time. So undo that, swing it down, swing this out, like that, and then rotate all this outward, like that, and rotate at the thigh swivel before you do anything else, and then just collapse that back in, close it up, tab it all in, nice and secure like. Bring this section down, bring that up, rotate it, bring it down, bring it down, swing that in. There you go. Now you can take these two sections right here and tab them together. Oops, make sure everything is out of the way. Tab that together, tab that together. And another thing that was like stupid tight, like right out of the box, was actually this connection right here was like stupid tight right out of the box. I cannot get this thing put together for nothing. But again, over time, over a couple transformations, it actually has loosened up, and I can peg it together pretty much perfectly now. So again, some things might be tight, or some things might be a little too tight right out of the box, but hopefully over time they will loosen up on you. So there you have that. So now you just want to close these panels back up, little tabs right here that'll tab into little slots right there. Now you just line that up, push that in, get in there like that. They can close all this back up right there. Then you can take these little tail fins right here, just bring that out and rotate it up. They do angle back a little bit. So untab that. These tab in very securely. They tab in two places. There actually is a post and a port right here, and then you got a tab and a slot up there. So you lock in two places there. Then you just swing that up, angle it back a little bit. Now you have that done. Now last but not least, we're going to work on the nose here. You want to pull out the landing gear, pull it out all the way, including that gray piece. Then you want to take this whole section, pull it out, bring it up. You want to open up this section right here, pull out the nose, close that back up, and you just push that back down so it sits flush, and then just bring that down right there and push it back into the body like that. And you want this gray piece here on the landing gear, you want this in. You don't want this part out yet. Oops, make sure that panel's out of the way. So push that in and whoops, pop off the landing gear altogether. Whoops, oh no. Oh no. Oh dear. That broke. That broke. That broke. Wow. That broke. Wow. That just snapped clean off. Wow. That's like the second time ever that something has broken on me on camera. Wow. I'll have to glue this back together. Wow. Can you guess what my reaction is? Wow. Oh well. Hey. I've been messing with this toy all weekend, so like that, honestly, I'm surprised that happened. I was not even, was I being rough with it or something? Anyway, wow, anyway. After you do all that and not break anything, wow, anyway. There he is in jump mode. And now we can't stand up now because the landing gear isn't there anymore. Just rest on it. Rest on it for now. There you go. There he is. In jump mode. I really like the jump mode, except for the fact that the freaking landing gear broke. What did... Anyway. But anyway, I do really like the jet mode. The jet mode, I think, is quite successful. Looks really, really good. One thing that bugs me, besides this breaking off, one thing that does bug me is the paint on the wings is not consistent. You can see it's this nice, bold paint right here, and then when you get to the tip here, for some reason it gets really, really light. So I don't know why the drastic color change happens here, but it happens, and it's on both wings, so I don't understand why the drastic change in shade there happens, because it ends up not making it look consistent. But all around though, still very nicely done. I do like the way it looks. You get some nice chrome bits right there in the engines. Looks very cool. I mean, is it perfect? No, I mean, like, I guess from an aerodynamic standpoint, I mean, it looks good starting off here, and then once you get to the back, it's like, what's going on here? You do have the truck windshield right back there. I mean, honestly, much like with Sugar, I mean, if you look at this, you would never really know this used to be a truck. I mean, you can see wheels here, but if you're not looking at the wheels, if you're just kind of looking at this kind of dead on here, you would never know this used to be a truck. So, I mean, I feel like the engineering is definitely on point with this transformation right here. Looks really, really good. I get some more chrome back here. And again, this tail fin is probably a lot thicker than it's supposed to be, but again, it has to work in real life. But still, I really like the jet mode, except for that. Why did this happen? Why was I've been messing with this thing all weekend. Why did this wait till now to happen? Why? Anyway. I can glue it back on. It's not the end of the world, but that still sucks. Anyway. So anyway, for some comparisons here in jet mode. Here he is with Leader Starscream from Combiner Wars. Sense of scale right there. You can see how that works. They have that. Here he is with the Masterpiece Seeker mold. With Thundercracker. Right there. You can see how that scales. There he is with Sandstorm. And you can see how they look together. What else have we got? Here he is with Chigger in his shuttle mode. Right there. I just feel bad. I feel bad here. Just prop yourself up on this. There you go. Keep your nose up. It'll be alright. There he is with Chigger. Right there. And you can see how they scale. So, and if you want, here he is with, MP10. Obviously, that's nowhere near in any kind of scale whatsoever. I mean, neither is that really. No, not really. This maybe, no, not at all. But hey, that's the way these things work. But there you have. Anyway. You can still store the gun in this mode. You can store it right up top where it was in truck mode. You just plop it up there. So it's got a gun on it. There actually is a peg here that you can fold down. The only place I've found that you can plug this into is either one of these screw holes right here. It's the only place it'll fit. It seemed like it was supposed to go in here, but there is like no way whatsoever to actually get that in there. There's just not enough room for it. I thought maybe it would go there, but no. Or I could be wrong, but I tried and I couldn't get it in no matter how I tried it. So either one of these two screw holes, or you can just take it and just plug it up top and voila, storage. There you go. Like I said, I really like the jet mode. I think it is very, very successful and looks really, really good. So let's get on down to robot mode. So anyway, how do I do this? I forget how to do this. Okay. So again, let's just start here with the landing gear. Well, I can't break the rest of it now, so I don't have to be gentle. But anyway, you just want to pull this back up and bring it up like that on that hinge. Bring this down. You want to just bring that nose up, open this back up. This can be a little bit of a pain. So you have to kind of get your fingernails in there. There you go. Split that apart, push that back down, close that back up, bring that landing gear back up. You do want this gray piece out now, so the landing gear will sit like that if it were in one piece. So you want it like that. And then you want to take these panels right here, bring them out to the side. You want to take this whole assembly here and pull it up and untab it. It will actually pull out a little bit. Right there, like that. And you also want to take these sections right here and pull them out right there, because you're going to need that for some clearance. So once we have done that, you want to come back here. You want to open these panels back up. Bring them out to the side. Open these panels back up. Like that. And you're going to split all of this right here. You can rotate these tail fins. And tap them back in. Rotate it down. Tab that back in. And you're pretty much just going to undo everything you just did. Just want to bring this out a little bit for clearance. Bring that up. Bring that up. Rotate it. Put it right back down where it was. And that'll beg in right there. Close that up. And now you're going to take this section here. Open it up. And swing it up. And bring all this around. And you'll see there's actually a post right there. You can see it. There's a post right there that'll plug in right there, lock that in place. Just push that in. Then you can close this back up. Make sure that tabs in securely. Then you want to take this section and just rotate it down. It'll hook in right there, like that. Now you want to take this section right here. You want to bring this back and then take this chrome bit and bring that back. And that will make the foot. And then you can just kind of take it and just collapse it all in. And then you rotate out the thigh swivel, and there you got a leg all done. Second verse, same as the first. Bring that out, bring that up, bring that up, rotate, bring it down, close that up, open that up, swing it up, swing it out, lock that into place. Close all this back up. Then rotate this down. Lock that into place. Bring that back. Bring this back. Just push it all together. Rotate at the thigh. And there you got the legs all done. So now you want to rotate them 180 out to the waist. You want to take these landing gear and just rotate them and flip them up against the wings. And now I need to raise the camera up so you can see what I'm doing. Because I'm sure that's something that's important to you, to be able to see what I'm doing. I'm assuming. So now you want to take this whole assembly right here. You want to bring this all down like that, because you're going to need that for clearance. And what are we going to do now? Okay, now we're going to take this whole wing assembly here, and we're going to rotate it. And the reason you need these sections pulled up is you have to shift them out of the way. So you have the clearance to rotate that around. Right there. And then just push it the other way, and there you go. The ratchet works better on this side. I mean, the ratchet's not broken because you can actually see the ratchet right in there. It works. It works just fine. It's just not as clicky as the one on this side. But once you have that done, now we can, I believe we can do, yeah, we can do the backpack now. So now with the back section here, you just want to bring this assembly down. You want to take this and swing this up. Now how this is going to work is this tab is going to go right there, and then you're going to push this whole section into the body, and this section is going to end up going into this slot right there in the body. And it's pretty clever how that works. So you just want to bring this down so that double hinge is level there, and just push it in so it'll tab in, and then you push this whole section in, and that just goes right into the body like that. Pretty clever. And if the landing gear was still in one piece, that would just be right there. Anyway. I'm a little upset about that, can't you tell? Can't you tell? Anyway. So once you've done that, you can take these sections right here, just bring them up, bring them to the back. The instructions aren't specific about what to do with these. I just kind of bring them back here and just kind of fan them out a little bit. That's what I do with it. Just bring that back like that. And now you want to take the arms and bring them out to the sides. Make sure they're pulled out all the way, like that. And you want to rotate at the shoulder swivel right there, so all the purple is facing you. And you want to bring down this panel right here. Flip out the hand. Close that back up. You bring the arm down. And this panel right here under the forearm, you just push it up like that, so it's nice and flush. There you got an arm all done. Second verse, same as the first. Rotate, bring down, close up, bring it down, push it up, and you're done. Now, right here with the chest panel, this piece right here is on a double hinge. Just want to take it and bring it up. So all that's sitting flush, like that. Take the head, swing it around. take these panels right here, swing them around, and you'll see I'll just go into these little notches right there on the sides, like that, and like that. And then you just bring this whole assembly up, and these two tabs right here will go into these slots on either side of his neck right there. So push that all in, nice and secure like. Right there. Bring these back down. And there you have him. There you have Provider in his robot mode. And I like the robot mode. Robot mode looks good. Just tiny little things that bug me about it personally. I wish there was something else you could do with these panels right here. I wish there was some way to just kind of, I don't know, they're just kind of hanging out there. There's not much you can do with them, so I wish there was something else you could have done with these. There's these little panels right here that you can't really do anything with. You can kind of bring them closer to the body, but either way, it still just doesn't look great. I just kind of leave them fanned out because, you know, then they don't at least get in the way of anything. The heels work. I mean, as you can see, he has a lot of heel back here, but if you have him standing at an angle, he ends up just standing on the edge of it here, and he does have ankle tilts. But the thing is when you have him with his legs kind of splayed out, you can see, like, if you have him off balance just a little bit, he will wobble backwards. He will weeble wobble on you. You can see it's kind of, he won't fall over, but he'll wobble back on you just because of the way those heels work. And the only way to kind of rectify that is if you just kind of undo these and have those sitting flush, and you can just kind of plant him, and you won't weeble wobble anymore. But it's still kind of weird how that works. I mean, you just kind of have to have him like perfectly like centered. You have to make sure he's just standing like perfectly straight. If he's leaning back just a little bit, he will weeble wobble on you. You can see right there. He's doing it. He's doing it right now. Stop weeble wobbling on me, man. Stop it. There you go. But there you go. There's tiny little issues with me personally. But there you have that. Now getting close here on the head sculpt. He does have a nice head sculpt. The one little issue I have with the head sculpt is just the way they kind of sculpted his cheeks. It almost makes his face look a little skeletal. And that's just kind of, I mean, for certain angles it looks okay, but like when you look at it straight on, you see like just all those shadows in there. And it makes his face look a little skeletal. So, you know, maybe a little different design there with the face sculpt would have worked a bit better, but again, it is what it is. Now we can do about it now, right? Right. I mean, unless, you know, some other third-party company makes like a replacement head for him or something. I don't know, but hey. We are at the point in this, we are at the stage where, you know, third-party companies are making add-on kits for third-party add-on kits, so, hey. So, there you have that. But, I mean, all around, though, it's a nice design. I love the color scheme on him. The paintwork on him, I think, looks really, really good. I mean, and the engineering behind this thing is crazy. I mean, it does work really, really well. Just some little things I wish could have been done differently, like these flaps. Like, honestly, I think what would have solved the issue with these little flaps is maybe if you were able to just kind of rotate them 90 degrees and then just kind of flip them down. That would have solved that problem, but again, it is what it is. What are you going to do about it? But there you have that. And he does have a very wide wingspan. I mean, I agree with most people who say that, yeah, the wings stick out a bit too far. I know P.L. said in his video, like, if the wings actually stopped, like, right there, it'd probably be a lot better, probably be perfect. And, yeah, I do agree with him. If that wasn't there, I think that would, if you just kind of did that, I think that works a bit better. For me, that's just a little too long. Like right about there. That would have been perfect. But, again, just the way everything works is the way it ends up being. So, you know. Like I said, it is what it is. Nothing you can do about it. But there you have that. So let's go through the articulation. Articulation-wise, his head is on a ball joint. You can get some good wiggly, waggly, wiggly, waggly, wiggly, waggly. The arms can do a full 360. Of course, the wings do get in the way. You do get inward and outward movements. You do get a swivel at the bicep. You do get 90 degrees of bend there at the elbow. You do get a swivel underneath the elbow as well. Or at the elbow itself, rather. Now, the way this works is you do get some more clearance depending on what you do with this panel right here. as you can see right here. Like you can rotate it all the way to the right, and it works just fine. But when you try to rotate it to the left, or no, that's backwards. Sorry. When you rotate it to the left, you see you get a lot of full range of movement there. But when you try to rotate the arm to the right, the panel right there will knock into stuff. Now, if you open that panel up, it gives you a little more range of movement there. So there you go. Sometimes I get the whole, my right, your left thing confused. It happens. I'm human. I'm human. It happens. Anyway, you do get wrist swivel right here. The hands do open and close. The fingers are just one piece, but the hands do open and close. It does have a ratcheted waist swivel. Legs can go forwards. They can go back. Only that much. Pretty much go all the way forward. Inward and outward. Again, these little hip panels move out of the way to accommodate. It does have a thigh swivel. Nice ratcheted knee joints. And you do get some ankle tilt. You get some downward movement there on the toe, and that's due to transformation. You don't get any upward movement, but you do get a little bit of downward movement, if that helps. And again, you kind of readjust these heel pieces here to help them stand a bit more sturdy, if you wish. Stop weeble wobbling, man, stop it. And of course, he can't hold his gun. Just plug it right into his hand. He holds it very securely. He ain't dropping that, which is nice. And there you go. If you stop wobbling on me, stop wobbling, man. Stop wobbling. Why are you wobbling so much, man? What you been drinking, man? What kind of Energon you been drinking? Jeez. So, there you go. Now for comparison, let's get through the rundown here. Let's just start with Combiner Wars. So there he is with Voyager Prime. There he is with the Lux Ironhide. You can see how he scales with the Combiner Wars dudes. So there you have that. Let's go through some Leader class toys. There he is with Leader Starscream. Here he is with Leader Magnus. Right there. It's gonna weeble wobble. There we go. There he is with the leaders from the line. So there you have that and that. What else have we got? There he is with Leader Megs. See how he scales there with Leader Megatron. That looks like it works to me. There you have that. So let's go through some others. Actually, we'll do Sandstorm. There he is with Generations. Sandstorm. You can see how they look together. There you got that. So now we'll go through some masterpieces here. Here he is with Lambor. There he is with MP10. And you can see how he looks with those guys right there. So there you have that and that. Here he is with Masterpiece Soundwave. And here he is with Screamer. Right there. And that works. That works pretty well. For me, anyway. There he is with that. There he is with that. Let's do some third-party dudes here. Here he is with Carrie. You can see definitely shorter than Carrie. There you have that. Here he is with Apollyon. You can see there how he scales with Apollyon. So there you have that. Here he is with Quakewave. Right there. See how they look together. There you have that. What else have we got? There he is with Fans Toys Bombshell. So that's how he looks with an Insecticon. If that matters to you. And here he is with Chigger. You can see how they look together. Right there. And I think that's all I got. I think that's it. Is that it? I think that's it. So there you go. That should give you a good idea of how he scales right there. So yeah, as far as the figure itself goes, he's cool. It totally sucks that this broke. but it's okay. I can fix it. I have glue that's like cement, so once I glue this back on, this will never come off again, so that's something fixable. It sucks majorly because, like I said, I've been messing with this thing all weekend and I have not had any problems with that, so I don't know why that snapped off. I don't know. I guess maybe I was just being too rough with it. I guess. I don't know. I don't know, but that's the thing I guess you need to be careful with. There you go. I was just going to say that, hey, nothing on this guy feels fragile. Apparently there is something fragile about this guy. Again, I don't know if that's my fault or the toy's fault. It was somebody's fault, but yeah, okay. Apparently this is something you need to be careful with, is that landing gear. But otherwise, he is nice and solid. I mean, I never had any moments of, oh no, I need to be careful with this. But now I do. But everything else on this guy feels good. Like I said, just little nitpicks that I have, just, with like these panels right here, these side panels. The face sculpt is, like I said, looks a little skeletal, just the way they molded it. The wings, of course, could be like, like right there. But otherwise, like the engineering on this guy is really good. Like I said, I'm not a fan of the truck mode. The truck mode is definitely my least favorite of the modes. I love the jet mode. Robot mode looks good, despite the little nitpicks I have with it, and like the way the heels work too is something. Again, it's just if you have them properly balanced, he's fine. But if you just have him leaning a little bit back, he does that little weeble wobble thing. But little things here and there. But overall, though, still a cool figure. So there you have that. He's Octane, and I think I forget who else is doing it. I think it's. I could be wrong, I probably am. I think it's Make Toys. I think Make Toys is also doing like an Octane. They're doing Blitzwing, and they're doing Astro Train. I think it's Make Toys. Again, I could be wrong, and I probably am. But yeah, again, we're going to have more options as far as triple changers coming down the line. So again, options! Nothing wrong with it. So, hey. Like I said, it's a good thing about the market is we're going to have options with a lot of stuff. So there you go. So if this Octane does not appeal to you, then guess what? You're going to have another option coming down the line. But I do like him, despite the little nitpicks I have with it. I still think he is quite a cool figure. And like I said, you might want to be careful with the landing gear. Yeah, be careful with that. But like I said, overall though, cool figure. Is it perfect in every way, shape, and form? No, but then again, what is? So, of course, if you would like a provider of your own or any of Unique Toys' other offerings, you can check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There will be a link in the description down below, so check that out. You can also check out my third-party Transformers playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description down below, so check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below, and I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the Unique Toys provider, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be a geek, be proud, palm in your face! You have your mission, Octane. Do not fail me! I won't, sir. You can trust me. Ow! Lord Megatron! Ah! What's happened? Someone has made an attempt on your life? Oh, I will find him. Oh, it must be that Mirage, using his cloaking device. I'll find him, Lord Megatron. I will find him for you. Ah!